Daily Manna from the Torah by Dr Ketriel Blad. Shalom and welcome to the sixth Aliyah of Parashat Vayetseh, and he left. We find this sixth Aliyah in Genesis 31 from verse 17 to verse 42. Today we'll be reading verses 19 and 20. Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel stole her father's household gods. And Jacob tricked Laban the Aramean by not telling him that he intended to flee. What consequences did the two thefts bring? Rachel stole the household idols, in Hebrew teraphim, that belonged to her father. The Torah doesn't reveal her motivation for stealing them, therefore I won't comment on that now. The truth is that the Torah says that she stole, in Hebrew ganav. To steal is to seize something that belongs to someone else. It can be an object, but it can also be anything that belongs to another person, such as time, inventions, copyright, friends, etc. In the Decalogue, it is clearly stated, "Thou shalt not steal." Stealing brings consequences. What consequences fell on Rachel for having stolen her father's idols? When Laban mentioned that someone had stolen his gods, Yaakov pronounced a curse on the person who did it. He didn't know that Rachel had them, and that's why he rushed to speak. This brought severe consequences in her life, such that she died before time when she was giving birth to her second child. Yaakov also stole when he tricked Laban by not telling him that he was going to flee. The Hebrew text literally says that Yaakov stole the heart of Lavan. Vayignov Yaakov et lev Lavan, which indicates that it is possible to steal someone's heart. What does this expression mean? It means that when two people trust each other, their hearts are given to each other. Lavan trusted that Yaakov wouldn't hurt or deceive him, and that's why he left to shear his sheep, believing that Yaakov would tell him faithfully everything that happened. But Yaakov didn't respond faithfully to Lavan's trust and fled without saying anything. The Torah says that what Yaakov did was a theft, and all thefts bring consequences. What was the consequence of his theft? The short-term consequence was that Lavan went out to pursue Yaakov with intentions of hurting him. But in spite of Yaakov not being clean, the Eternal helped him and rebuked Lavan so he wouldn't hurt Yaakov. However, what Yaakov did wasn't good before the Eternal. There was still something in his character that hadn't been submitted to the Spirit of the Sanctified One, blessed be Him. Yaakov was still a deceiver. This black dot in his soul had to be corrected before Yaakov could enter the Promised Land. That's why the Eternal sent one of His angels to deal with this area of his life. Eventually, the angel was able to break Yaakov's strength, so he humbled himself and acknowledged that his name was Yaakov, supplanter. In that moment, his name was changed into Israel. The consequence of Rachel's theft was a premature death, and Yaakov's a deep damage, both emotional and physical. His hip was left hurt. Dear disciple, do not steal. Shalom ubracha, peace and blessings.